Hey guys, what's up? It's Danielle, so welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be taking you into a more in-depth grocery haul, I guess would be the best way to put it. I'm going to show you my whole process from start to finish. This includes meal planning and going through my fridge, my pantry, my freezer, all that good stuff. I'm also going to show you my current wallet setup, just so that you can have a better understanding, because that does play a huge role. And on top of that, I will also be showing you guys, I'll also be showing you guys how I actually keep track of my grocery list, because that I found has been one of the biggest game changers for me, especially because with ADHD, things just kind of tend to fly out of my head at any given time. So it's really important to me to, stay on top of that sort of thing. And another part of having ADHD is also tend to be very impulsive when it comes to buying. So you'll probably see a little bit of that today. But anyways, here we go. All right, guys. So what you're seeing right here is actually what I use every single week when it comes to grocery shopping. This has been something that I've done for the past almost 4 years now. And just being on my own, it's really helped me to kind of put into perspective what I should be buying versus what I shouldn't be. And it also forces me to stare at the prices head on. So you can see in this column, I have all of the stuff that I bought for today. This is actually from today. And in column B, I have all of the prices. So usually I'll buy more than one of something. So I'll just do a basic Excel spreadsheet. And then over here to the right, I do have a separate column, and I guess 2 separate columns that's for stuff that does not pertain to food. In the state of Pennsylvania, your food is not taxed, but everything else is. So I do have 2 separate columns just for that. And it all is added up at the bottom, just a basic sum formula. And I do have the tax added in at the bottom. So I can kind of play around with it if I really want to. But for the most part, what I really focus on is just the food aspect, because since I'm keeping my budgets separate, it's a lot easier for me. And also, I started doing something else at the bottom, which you're going to see here in a minute, where I actually will put the amount that I can spend per week, because sometimes it tends to fluctuate, but I will put the amount per week that I can spend and have that subtracted from the total that is in column B, if that makes sense. So again, this is just what's really worked for me, and I've loved doing this. It's really nice if you can do this and you have a lot of people in your family, or, maybe you have kids who are older and they're like, hey, mom or dad, I want to help out and go get some groceries today. So everybody can just have the Google Sheets app on their phone. And then let's say, you need them to put their list on there. They can add whatever they need. And then it doesn't matter who goes to the store, because everybody can always see the list. And you can also see how much gets spent if, you want to go ahead and actually put in the amounts and everything like I do. But this has just been a super easy way for me to stay on top of things, especially my budget. Guys, so this is the wallet that I'm currently using. Yes, it is a planner, and you guys have seen this before if you've been with me for a while. I got this last year. It's a Filofax Holborn in the personal size. I still have my pocket size Holborn, which I did use in the past as both a planner and also a wallet. And you can see I did try it out, but I want to get a couple of new things if I'm actually going to be pursuing this. So maybe later. But I love this because it is larger and my hands are quite large, as you can see. So I am able to, get money in here, change, whatever, and get it out of here as well. Same thing with coupons, and you'll see all of that. I have all of my store cards at the bottom on a key ring, And I'll get to the last part of that in a minute, but there's like a little mini Night Eyes S carabiner that holds them onto the rings. And I have them all in alphabetical order. I've kept a lot of the ones from different places that I've lived because I do visit those places still. So it's just a little bit more convenient for me if I'm there. And then this is all that I have when you open it up. I took out my credit cards, my debit card, because I'm taking a more strict approach to my budgeting this time, and I'm actively trying to get out of debt. So I only have a Target gift card right now that I got for buying fabric softener and my driver's license. I don't have anything in this pocket because it's difficult to access. And then in this pocket, I have some note cards, and I have a breakdown of all my categories, how much I'm spending per month and per week, and then how much cash I need to take out per month for all of it. I also have a running list of withdrawals that I've made, and this is like my credit card purchase, I guess. Yeah, tracker. Very rudimentary, but I like that it's on a note card because it does stay very nicely in the little cash organization system that I have, that it stays up in my office, which I will show you guys at some point, but not in this video. So there's all of that. And like I said, I'm still in the beginning stages, so still trying to iron a couple of things out. But the categories I have are food, gas, Mochi, you can see right there, personal, household, I have coupons, and then receipts, and then I also have $1 and $5 challenges. So what I did was I made these myself, and I know they're very boring, they're very bland. I'm planning on updating them probably, if not this weekend, in the next couple of weeks. So I could show that to you guys at that point as well. But I just took a piece of regular tape and I wrote how much I'm spending for the week and for the month on every single envelope so that I always know what my target is. And this has actually been pretty helpful. If I keep the same information in a bunch of different spots, it honestly always will help me out. And then these are little trackers that I just made in Excel myself, and it's pretty simple. So I just write whatever the category is, how much I have to spend for the month, what month it is, and then the date of the purchase, basically where I went, or if I'm adding money to my $1 or $5 challenge, and then the amount that I spent, and then how much I have left. So pretty self-explanatory, I think, and it goes through all of these categories. And then coupons, I am getting different papers sent to my house. I did not pay for these. The previous owner of my condo, I think, subscribed to them, but she never canceled them. So I've been getting coupons and I've been clipping them, so why not? Sometimes I end up using that stuff. I also like to keep my receipts for the whole week in here, just so that I can make sure that I wrote everything down and, I know where my money is going. And then $1 and $5 challenge, if you don't know what that is, basically anytime you get change from buying something and it's $1 or... Okay, there is a zip pouch right here. Sorry about that. There's a zip pouch right here, and I keep cards that I don't access very often in here, like insurance cards, also like store cards, like for Costco or what have you. And then this top loading envelope, which did come with the planner, I have some extra note cards, and there's also some stamps, and I have just a thing with my phone number on it if somebody finds this after I lose it, which hopefully will never happen. These are all of the dates that I get paid, and I will come in and highlight them every time that I do get paid. I do have some blank sheets of paper in here. This is like for notes or what have you. I do have my financial goals in here, as well as a rundown of like doctors that I see most often and their information. And it's just been really helpful for me to do that. And you can see there's a little carabiner I was talking about. But right here, this is the little dashboard thing that came with the planner. And I just have some extra Post-its on there. And then behind that, I don't have anything in this slip pocket. And in here, I also don't keep anything. But I do keep change in the little zip pouch, little zip pocket. And right here is just a little charm that I got last year as like I think it was a freebie with some other planner stuff that I bought on Etsy. And I always like to have a pen, so I just have a Pilot G2 Mini. So that is my wallet, and this has honestly been working for me pretty well. Like I said, I'm still trying to iron out the specifics, but I really, really do love this setup, and it's just been so nice to have, even though it is quite large. Guys, so I am back from Walmart, and I'm going to show you what I ended up picking up. This is kind of an odd week because I picked up a few things that I normally don't have to grab for like an entire year. And some of this stuff is new, and we'll go over all of that once we get to it. But first things first, big old thing of vegetable oil, because you never know. And I just was completely out. I used it to make chicken fried steak. Actually, I used it to make a cake last weekend, which I ended up making eating one slice of it. So I shouldn't be making cakes anymore. That's the lesson I've learned, because I don't eat all of it. All right. I ended up getting the mega size because this was actually cheaper than me buying like the normal 18 pack. They raised the price almost $1 on the 18 pack. So this was actually cheaper per unit, well, per ounce, than it would have been if I had bought the regular one. And then got 2 bags of my favorite salad. I figured out what the problem was, and it was that they don't stock this until a little bit later. So I ended up getting like the crappy ones the whole time. So I think there hasn't been as much demand also because it's been cooler and, you know, people aren't eating as much salad. And then some bell peppers. These are going to be for like snacks and whatever. The salad, I'm having taco salad this week. I'm so excited. And then 2 tomatoes, also for the taco salads. Fun fact, I hate tomatoes, unless they're grape tomatoes. But also got a big old bag of carrots, again, just for some snacks. And I know it's weird that I say I hate tomato when a lot of what I eat is tomato based, but I just don't like thick tomato slices because I had way too much caprese salad the first time I was in Italy, and ever since, not a fan. All right, of course, I had to get my bagels. You guys know me by now. And then got some goldfishies, and I needed some ranch seasoning, so for my spice rack, but also I think I'm just gonna start like making my own with Greek yogurt or just yogurt in general, because I have plenty of that on hand because I make it. And then some string cheese just for a little snack. I ended up getting some ground beef, which this is 2 1/4 pounds, so I'll probably just make all of that for next week. And then some grasshopper cookies. All right. I also picked up some fresh broccoli, and I never do this. So I'm expanding my vegetable horizons. Usually I'll just do frozen if I'm cooking with it, but I'm going to be eating that as a snack. So, you know, it is what it is. 2 bunches of bananas. And I also picked up a thing of kefir. I have milk in my downstairs refrigerator already, so I didn't have to pick any of that up, thankfully. Got some orange juice because, again, I am actively trying to work on my fear of drinking my calories. And then I also got some canola oil spray. Let's see, I'm trying to do like all the food stuff first. Some raspberry vinaigrette, which is really, really good. I even use it as like a dip for veggies too. It's good that way. And then also some honey mustard, which I only use this for salads. So good though. And then this was new, I guess. And it just sounded so good. So it is the roasted garlic vinaigrette by Kraft. They also have like a lemon one, like a lemon vinaigrette, which I thought sounded pretty good. But I'm trying not to go crazy with the salad dressings because I don't really have a lot of room left in that section of my fridge. All right, the next couple things I'm going to show you guys are like for, I guess they're like homemaking type stuff. So I'm sure you guys have all seen the Pinterest, TikTok, whatever thing where you put your fabric softener in a beverage dispenser. Yes, I officially am going to be doing that. And this is pretty much the reason why I decided to. I had the idea in my head, but every single one that I saw was like $30. This was like $6 and it's glass. So I was like, once again, Walmart, you win my heart. Of course you do. All right. I've been eyeing this for months, but if I'm being really honest, it's been years that I've had my eye on one of these. And I am so excited to own one. If you guys recall, I do have an obsession with Little House on the Prairie. Like, it's not a super obsession, but I mean, I have all the books and my living room is like Western themed, if you will. I guess it's more like, yeah, it's like Western themed. And part of that is obviously because, you know, girls from Texas. Woo, woo. But a lot of it is also because I love Little House on the Prairie so much. Look at this. I got an oil lamp. I'm so excited. Who the hell gets excited over this other than me? I don't know. But I just thought this was so cool. And not only that, it is a good idea to have something like this, in my opinion, in case there's an emergency and, you know, there's like no electricity, whatever. So I got some lamp oil to go with it, and I'm not going to be using it anytime soon because I've seen like how it can, you know, the smoke that comes off of it can discolor the walls and things like that. So it will truly only be for an emergency, but at least I will have it. All right, the last couple of things I bought are going to be featured in a future video as soon as I get the rest of the ingredients, but they are for my homemade laundry detergent. I think one of you guys asked me to do a video on it. I believe it was last year, and I don't remember what happened with that. I had every intention of posting it, but I think I filmed it, and then I was just like, I don't like how this turned out. So, because I didn't feel like I explained it well enough. So, I have 4 pounds of baking soda, and I have 4 bars of this Kirk's Gentle Castile soap, and this does work in high efficiency washers because I've been using it for like 2 years now. And then I also have a, what is this? 3-pound tub of OxyClean. The last thing that I need is honestly just some super washing soda, which technically you can make that yourself, but I just don't feel like it. I'd rather go to Walmart and buy it. So that's the last piece of the puzzle that I need in order to make that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel for more stuff like this. And I love you all, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye, guys.